JB Long with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After recently signing a 3-year deal with the Saints, tight end Foster Moreau is a step closer to getting back on the field. Moreau is 26 and revealed he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in March and announced he'd be stepping away from football to focus on treatment. Fast forward to now in mid-May, and Moreau is trending in the right direction. Head coach Dennis Allen said over the weekend that there's absolutely a chance Moreau could participate in organized team activities in 2 weeks. Elsewhere, after being selected 3rd overall in the 2023 NFL Draft, Houston Texans rookie Will Anderson Jr. is ready for a position change from linebacker to defensive end. The former Tide standout said, quote, "Yeah, being at Alabama, they kind of prepared us for a little bit of everything, so I'm super excited." And the Dolphins are signing offensive tackle Isaiah Wynn to a 1-year deal, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Get top deals on everything you need to freshen up your yard, like the Cobalt 24-volt string trimmer and leaf blower combo kit, only at Lowe's. Was $199, now just $149. Plus, get your lawn in shape with up to $15 off select Scott's Easy Seed Lawn Repair Mixes. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 5/17. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Scott's offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
And it is 7:30 on a Monday morning, the 15th day of May, 2023. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Did you notice what I noticed yesterday?
I don't know. What did you notice yesterday?
I noticed that practically everybody in the neighborhood, all the guys were out grilling for Mother's Day.
I did not notice that. I was gone, so I wasn't at home to check it out.
Okay. But it just seems to me that, I went outside, was doing some things in the yard, and it just smelled like, it smelled almost like heaven. And it seemed as though up and down the neighborhood, the guys were out barbecuing, grilling.
Grilling, yes. Not asking the next door neighbor a lot of questions, just grilling.
Well, just kind of looking over the fence with, drooling.
Yeah, and you're pointing and saying, "You're not going to eat that, are you?"
Yeah, you're going to have any leftovers? Yeah. It was Mother's Day yesterday.
It was. Yes.
So we will move on.
All day long it was Mother's Day.
Okay. And let's see. Let's look back in history. On this date in 1970, David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and Neil Young announced that they were going to break up their popular supergroup. Seems as though the members said they all wanted to spend more time with their families. Well, all except David Crosby. He wanted to spend more time with a huge pile of cocaine. Yes.
I would say that would be pretty accurate.
Yeah, 3 livers later.
He got it right.
I guess. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Ready.
Okay, actor, singer Anna Maria Alberghetti, 87. Wavy Gravy from Woodstock, the counterculture icon, is 87. Singer Lenny Welch, 84. Actor Gunilla Hutton is 81. She was on Petticoat Junction. Actor, singer Lainey Kazan, 81. Actor Chaz Palminteri is 77. Actor Nicholas Hammond, 73. Musician Mike Oldfield, 70. Actor Lee Horsley, 68. Actor David Charvet, 51. Actor Russell Hornsby, 49. Actor David Krumholz is 45. Actor Jamie Lynn Sigler, 42. Actor Alexandra Breckenridge is 41. Local birthdays coming up.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
We have happy birthday wishes going out to Paula Graff, Annabelle Tarin, Salvador Juarez, Terry Richardson, Eddie Dubois, Jorge Torres, Annabelle Coronado, Angelina Rodriguez, Luis Anthony Lopez, Jose Rascon, America Veliz, Becky McWayne Estrada, Cecilio Rosales, Jose Antonio Lopez, Clarissa Cosio, Jason Copenhagen, Jose Luis Munoz, Seth Culp, Tony Royer, Audrina Gonzalez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, we're starting a brand new week, and it is a Monday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful out there this morning. The wind is just right. Temperatures are just right.
Nice last night, too.
Yes, yeah. And, the birds are singing. And everything else, it appears things are in order.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, Southwest Pilots have said that its members have approved a strike. Their airline is assuring travelers that the vote will not affect its operations. Which is true. Yeah. Service will be just as bad as if the pilots were not on strike.
That's very true.
Yeah, I have to admit that Southwest is one of my probably my most favorite airline to fly typically. So,
and why is that?
Yeah, I have not had the issues that I know other people have had.
Maybe we're on the wrong airline.
Yeah, I suppose. But for the most part, always been good with that. So, anything exciting planned this week?
Oh, I'm sure that we'll have some good things, but we don't want to give them away in advance. Want them to be surprises.
Oh, okay. Everybody loves a surprise, right?
Yes. Well, most everybody. There are a few people I've met that have said, I really don't like surprises. You've met a person like that before.
Yeah, okay. Well, no surprise here. We've got news. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Don't put it off. Call Lock today and have your air conditioner checked. Make sure it's ready. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Students in Oakland, California will head back to class after a one-week teacher strike. KPIX TV's Jocelyn Moran.
The teachers union says they reached an agreement to raise compensation by 15%. They say they agreed to add teacher librarians, more counselors, mental health services to schools.
The Pacific Northwest is in the dangerous grip of a heat wave. Faith Wimberly lives in Seattle.
We don't have air conditioning either, but we're lucky to have a backyard and access to shade and windows that open. We can get a good cross breeze.
3 campgrounds at Yosemite are closing, or they're bracing for record snowmelt. They were expected to soar, but southern border crossings are down more than 50% since the COVID era Title 42 expired Friday. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
President Biden himself told Americans to expect chaos, but for now, the crowds are calm. Administration officials say that's because strict new rules are working.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning announces that the month of May is Mitsubishi Mini Split Month. That means you can get up to $1,000 off the price of a newly installed single-zone Mitsubishi ductless mini split air conditioning system. Lock Air Conditioning is the Imperial Valley's only Mitsubishi certified diamond contractor. A Mitsubishi ductless mini split system installed by Lock Air Conditioning is the perfect solution to add cooling and heating comfort to your extra bedroom, a home office, garage, or a guest house. Lock Air Air Conditioning also offers easy approved financing, including no interest for 12 months on approved credit. So now is the time to purchase your Mitsubishi ductless mini split system and save up to $1,000 to stay cool through the hot summer months. And Locke is the only Mitsubishi Diamond contractor in Imperial Valley to offer you 12-year parts and 12-year compressor warranty. Call now. This offer ends May 30th. Locke Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke Air Conditioning, family owned and operated since 1977. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom sounding off on the Republican-passed bill aimed at securing the southern border, taking particular aim at House Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
Fundamentally to address this issue since he's been Speaker and, frankly, since he's been in Congress. So forgive me for being so pointed, but we're as dumb as we want to be as a nation on this.
Newsom saying comprehensive immigration reform is what's needed to fix the problems at the border. Newsom's revised spending plan drawing reaction from around the state. Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Gadley praising it.
Our budget has grown 53% total from $160 billion in the 2018-19 budget to $245 billion.
Newsom unveiling his revised $360 billion other budget plan Friday. The deficit now nearly $32 billion, $9 billion more than estimated in January. 3 people are dead, 7 others injured after a crash on the 10 freeway near Palm Springs. Gas prices in the state averaging $4.80 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts, Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
If you own a small to medium-sized business that kept employees on payroll through COVID, you may have a big cash refund waiting for you. The Employee Retention Credit is a tax credit of up to $26,000 per employee. And now, more businesses than ever qualify. The experts at RefundsPro.com specialize in cutting through the red tape of qualifying for this government program. Most of their refunds are over $100,000. Even businesses that have received PPP funds may be eligible. And there are absolutely no fees unless you receive a refund. So there's no reason not to apply. If your business experienced shutdowns, limited capacity, supply chain challenges, or reduced revenue due to COVID, you likely qualify. RefundsPro.com has already helped hundreds of businesses. So don't lose the refund you're owed by missing the deadline. Get started today with a free 5-minute questionnaire at RefundsPro.com. That's refunds with an S, pro.com.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, 2 dead, 5 injured in a Yuma shooting. Yuma police are investigating the shooting that occurred at about 11 p.m. on Saturday. 2 men, ages 19 and 20, are dead. 5 others ranging in age from 15 to 19 were injured. The shooting occurred on South J. Edward Drive in the eastern part of the city of Yuma. As of Sunday evening, there have been no arrests made in the shooting. A 28-year-old man died of an apparent overdose. Police and fire personnel responded to an Adams Avenue address in El Centro at about 8:30 a.m. Friday after a report of a man overdosing at the location. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene from an apparent drug overdose. The incident remains under investigation by El Centro Police and the Imperial County Coroner's Office. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors mobile service vans. What a great idea.
In other local news, a magnitude 3.6 earthquake was recorded at about 5:13 p.m. Sunday. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, Caltech Seismic Net, the epicenter was 19 miles south of Ocotillo near La Rumarosa in Mexico. There are no reports of damage or injuries at this time. The county public health partners with Westmoreland Union Elementary School, they will host a Rethink Your Drink event. It will be held today at 11 a.m. till 12:45 p.m. at the Westmoreland Union Elementary School District's cafeteria. The event is part of a statewide effort by the California Department of Public Health CalFresh Healthy Living program. The program is to raise awareness about the health risks associated with sugary drinks and promote healthier beverages alternatives for adults and children. The event will provide students with interactive activities to showcase how beverages alternatives for adults and children are available. The event will provide students with interactive activities to showcase how small modifications, such as opting for healthier beverages, can have a significant impact on their overall well-being. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, a mobile service. They come where you are, and they don't charge extra for it. There's also 3 fixed locations to serve you in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Furniture Depot and Mattress, 522 North Imperial Avenue next to Smart & Final in El Centro is having a spring cleaning sale, up to 70% off. Furniture, decor, appliances, mattresses, and more. They offer up to 1-year layaway and financing up to 48 months, no interest. You can't get a good deal if you don't see Mike at Furniture Depot and Mattress. They have a huge inventory with everything in stock, same-day delivery and next-day pickup. That's Furniture Depot and Mattress, spring cleaning sale, open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 522 North Imperial Avenue next to Smart & Final in El Centro.
And it's page 2 of the Local News, served up with weather by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, over 50 different varieties of sushi rolls.
An insurance office in El Centro was burglarized. El Centro police are investigating the burglary that was reported at about 10:30 p.m. Friday. A suspect was seen throwing rocks to break a window at the business in the 1400 block of South 4th Street. The burglar was seen inside the offices of the business and then seen walking east away from the scene. The suspect was described as a man wearing a green or black hoodie, black gloves, and black shoes. A computer valued at $1,000 was taken, and damage to the business was estimated at $1,400. El Centro police made another arrest for driving under the influence. At about 3 a.m. Sunday, police located a car parked on the sidewalk in the 1000 block of North 6th Street. The driver failed a field sobriety test and was arrested and booked at Imperial County Jail on charges of driving under the influence of alcohol. San Diego State University Imperial Valley campus commencement. The ceremony will be Tuesday, May the 16th. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Raleigh Carrillo Quad. An estimated 400 graduating students will participate in the 2023 ceremony. The top 5 majors for the class of 2023 are 95 for psychology major, 765 for criminal justice majors, 51 liberal studies majors, 22 social works majors, and 17 nursing majors. A part of the ceremony, San Diego State University Imperial Valley will award Brawley native Jose Padilla with an honorary Doctor of Laws degree for his commitment in providing free legal services to low-income residents of rural counties and agriculture workers. Badia's sister, Irene Salazar, will accept the degree on behalf at the ceremony. National Police Week, well, it's underway. Imperial City Council recently adopted a proclamation declaring the week in the city of Imperial. May 15th, in National Peace Officers Memorial Day, Imperial County honored the fallen peace officer with an event last week. The flags and memorials will remain in place for the county courthouse. I believe they remain there through today. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, above normal temperatures will continue through the upcoming week, with daytime highs approaching or exceeding 100 degrees across the Imperial and Yuma valleys through early next week. Look for lows in the 70s. 101 our high yesterday, 66 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 100. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 70. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 103. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest. 67 degrees, 68% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest 3 to 5 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial. It's the PGA Championship, one of the most prestigious golf events, and we'll have daily coverage on AM 1230 KXO. Follow the leaders with hourly updates through Sunday. The PGA Championship on AM 1230 is brought to you by Del Rio Country Club. The course is looking good and playing great. Call for a tee time. H&R Block. Have your taxes done right at H&R Block. And the Broken Yoke Cafe, serving breakfast, brunch, and lunch. It's time for sports. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. CIF playoff action coming up in the baseball pairings. The Brawley Wildcats, number 4 seed in Division 3. And on Wednesday, they'll host the winner of the San Isidro Mira Mesa game that's played tomorrow. In Division 4, the Holtville Vikings are seeded number 2. They'll play the winner of the Canyon Hills El Capitan game played tomorrow. Both Palo Verde and Central will have an elimination game on Tuesday. The Yellow Jackets traveling to play Monte Vista. The Spartans will host Sweetwater. The winner of the Palo Verde game will meet the number 3 seeded Imperial Tigers in Imperial. And the winner of the Spartans game will travel to play number 4 seed Calexico. And in Division 5, the Vincent Memorial Scouts play Borrego Springs in a play-in game today. The winner will meet Calvin Christian tomorrow. The Calipatri Hornets have a Tuesday play-in game against Victory Christian Academy. That winner will meet Kearney. And in softball playoff action, the Brawley Wildcats are seeded number 9 in Division 1. They'll play Rancho Buena Vista in an elimination game tomorrow. The winner will meet Mater Dei Catholic on Wednesday. In Division 2, Calexico, the number 9 seed, will journey to Westview. The number 3 seeded Holtville Vikings will wait to see if they host Olympian or Ramona. And Imperial, the number 1 seed in Division 3, will host the winner of the Canyon Hills Sage Creek game played tomorrow. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets are number 7 seed in Division 4. They will host Fallbrook on Tuesday. The winner will meet San Diego High on Wednesday.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action, the Celtics whipped the 76ers 112-88. Celtics move on. In Major League Baseball, the Dodgers shut out the Padres and swept the Padres. Yes, if the Padres could only hit. It was 4-0 when it was over. Meanwhile, the Nationals nipped the Mets 3-2. Guardians edged the Angels 4-3. Pirates shut out the Orioles 4-0. Rays edged the Yankees 8-7. Blue Jays nipped the Braves 6-5. Marlins over the Reds 3-1. Tigers topped the Mariners 5-3. Twins beat up on the Cubs 16-3. Astros edged the White Sox 4-3. Brewers beat the Royals 9-6. Rockies blanked the Phillies 4-0. Rangers pummeled the Athletics 11-3. Diamondbacks edged the Giants 2-1. Mets over the Nationals 8-2. And the Cardinals beat up on the Red Sox 9-1. Meanwhile, Ja Morant has been suspended again. Yeah, after a video shows the Grizzlies star with a gun. Again. Some people just never learn. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live-scan fingerprinting to the public. The U.S. trade gap edged only slightly higher in October than the month before, $78.2 billion. The latest reading was up just 5.4%, less than half the pace of increase from the revised September reading when the trade deficit jumped by 12.7%. A strong dollar and weaker global demand weighed on exports both months. A strong dollar makes U.S. goods more expensive to foreign buyers, and it also makes imports more affordable for U.S. buyers. But economic slowdowns in overseas markets also hit U.S. exports in the most recent readings. And in other news, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is upping its investment in the U.S., announcing that it's building a second semiconductor factory in Arizona and raising its investment there from $12 billion to $40 billion. TSMC's plans come as tensions between Washington and Beijing are rising over chips, with President Joe Biden imposing a sweeping set of controls on the sale of advanced chips and chip-making equipment to Chinese firms. The market right now, got the blahs. pretty much even, straight across the board, not a lot of activity. Gold up 70 cents an ounce, oil up $1.19 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 100. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south-southwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 70. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 103. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming northwest. We have 69 degrees downtown, 61% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest, 3 to 5 miles per hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. The U.S. Supreme Court says it will decide whether congressional districts in South Carolina need to be redrawn. Lower courts ruled they did. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum says it will be closely watched in an election year where all House seats are up for grabs.
The case won't be argued and decided until next term, but it will surely have an impact on the 2024 elections. When it comes to redrawing congressional voting districts, the Supreme Court has historically disallowed those that prejudice black voters, which is called racial gerrymandering. But if the state can argue that the purpose was to favor a political party rather than disenfranchise black voters, the court has more often left those alone.
The court's also agreed to hear a Biden administration appeal to limit lawsuits filed by members of Congress against the government. It's a case that stems from disputes over what was the Trump International Hotel in Washington. The week-long strike by teachers in Oakland, California is over. This first grader named Max is glad.
Yeah, I really want to go back to school. I have a lot of fun there.
The deal includes a 15.5% pay boost. Now to the southern border, where the feared surge of migrants after a policy expiration has not materialized. CBS's Jared Hill.
The number of crossings dropped significantly over the weekend. On Saturday, Border Patrol agents apprehended 4,200 migrants, a far cry from the all-time high of more than 10,000 a day in the stretch leading up to the expiration of Title 42.
Ukraine's President Zelensky in the UK today, meeting with Prime Minister Sunak and getting assurances of additional weaponry.
You did a lot, you, your government, and His Majesty, the King, and of course your people, your society. We're very thankful from all our hearts.
Turkey's presidential election has gone to a runoff. It'll take place in 2 weeks.
Recep Tayyip Erdogan won just shy of the 51% showing that would have spelled outright victory. But his Islamist and Nationalist alliance appears poised to win a parliamentary majority. And Erdogan told cheering supporters he's 2.6 million votes ahead of the competition. That competition, an alliance of pro-democracy parties, now faces an uphill battle to end Erdogan's 2 decades of increasingly autocratic rule. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
The European Union's approved Microsoft's $69 billion purchase of the video gamer Activision Blizzard, but it still faces hurdles in the U.S. and Britain. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 8 points, and the S&P 500 is down 1 point. This is CBS News.
Find your next great hire with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Progressive protects more than just your home and car. You could save when you bundle your motorcycles, ATVs, boats, and RVs. Doesn't that sound good? Like the sound of your boat cruising along the Intercoastal. And there's the sound of the prop hitting a really big rock. And now the sound of waves, because the engine stopped. But you know what does sound good? You're covered with Progressive. So bundle all your vehicles and home in one place and save with the multi-policy discounts. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans, and we'll help you every step of the way to get the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coveredca.com.
One of the legends of poker is gone.
They tell me I'm intimidating. They tell me I can melt a man with my stare.
Doyle Brunson, also known as Texas Dolly, was one of the most influential players of all time and a two-time world champion. Of the new generation, he told Poker Go,
All these younger players, they incorporate the math into the poker too much, in my opinion. I don't think that they put enough emphasis on reading the other player and getting inside his head.
A Poker Hall of Famer, Brunson won 10 World Series of poker tournaments, second only to Phil Hellmuth's 16. Doyle Brunson was 89. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Vice Media is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The company's agreed to sell its assets to a group of lenders in exchange for $225 million in credits. This comes just weeks after Vice said it would cancel its flagship news program. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.
1230